Yeah, basically, I also want to say that overreaching, I mean, even if there's a breach of trust, because if there's no breach of trust, overreaching is not really needed in order for the registered disposition for value to take place. Um, Even if there is overriding interest proved like at the time of the sale, doesn't really matter because there is authorization and there's a power to proceed for the trustee, either implied or the express trustee, to proceed with the conveyance of the legal estate. And However, if there is an if overreaching occurs, and we're gonna go into overreaching in a separate, independent uh, a part of this series of videos that deal with trusts of land, which are overriding interests. If there's overreaching, there's no need for the basically even if there is a breach of trust, which if there was a breach of trust, that would have meant that have provided that there was no overreaching, which means basically that there was just one trustee of land. Um, the if an overriding was proved at the time of the sale, actual occupation capable of propriety right at the time of the sale was proved, then the trust would have the beneficiary would have overrided the interest of the registered disposition, the conveyance of the legal estate. So the conveyance would not have any effect, and the beneficiary would still be entitled to stay in the land, use the land, have actual occupation in the land. He would not have been excluded. So the mortgagees wouldn't be able to sell the land. The person that bought the land here, he wouldn't be able to. Um, he wouldn't be conveyed the legal estate. He wouldn't be able to um, stay in the land itself himself. However, if there's overreaching, even if there is a breach of trust, and even if there is an overriding interest, which means there's an equitable right and actual occupation proved at the time of the sale, even if there is an overriding interest, then overreaching the interest of the beneficiary over here under the trust law will be overreached, and he will lose the house. However, the his interest is going to be disattached from the property. He will be excluded. The Whoever actually has bought the land, any purchaser, mortgager, or either the lender, he will be able to claim possession. Whoever was just conveyed the legal estate, basically, he will be able to claim possession and evict the beneficiary legally. So overreaching beats beats the uh, beats the trust, the overriding overriding interest. Even if even if even if there is a breach of trust, there is breach of trust, breach. of trust. So overreaching is not concerned with a breach of trust, not concerned with an overriding interest. Overreaching just prevails. We're going to talk about overreaching, how it occurs in a separate part of that video. The other video, as I have explained, and I will talk about the breach of trust occurring and how the breach of trust may be ratified, and how it may occur, the breach of trust, and how in what ways it may be ratified, may be authorized again, because I'll just explain the trustee and the beneficiary vis-a-vis the beneficiary gives rise to an agency relationship, and when an agent authorizes or ratifies his trustee's acts, the breaches of trust are deemed good against third parties and between the beneficiary and the trustee. Thanks very much for watching. This is Dimitris Koulafetis, and I'll see you all in my next video.